You missed
Welcome
me
back.
so much, I can tell.
I did, which is why I picked this next story, because it just seems kind of like your vibe.
Oh, coming up now? What are we talking about?
Hey,
coming
up.
back.
Sorry, yes, you're back. Never mind the time. That's coming up later. Right now, we're going to recap your time. See who's the one who was really on vacation here, apparently.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, I almost didn't come back. I was like, you ever go on vacation and you're like, why do I do what I do? I just want to move somewhere and like start a bait shop on a pier somewhere next to a beach.
Bait shop, really?
Yeah, just sell worms to fishermen
and that's it, and just like chill with a drink in your hand all the time. I know that's your dream life.
Pretty much. I just want to be that leathery old guy on a pier selling worms to, vacationers who are trying to do some deep sea fishing. Like, that sounds great.
Okay, I can't argue with that. But
Right?
Isn't that like everyone when they come back from vacation, that's their feeling?
I think it is. I think everyone, when they're on vacation at some point, says to themselves, is this really the life that I've shot for myself? Like, is this what I want to do? Or,
Would you really enjoy that? Knowing you, I don't think you would. I truly don't think. I think you would be bored of it after 2 weeks.
I don't know. Here's why.
Maybe a month.
Here's why. And we'll talk about this coming up later this morning. So I completely disconnected while I was off on vacation, right?
I know.
No Wi-Fi, no cell phone service. Like, middle of the ocean. I didn't buy the Wi-Fi on the cruise we were on. I didn't connect when we were on islands or anything. My cell phone was basically a brick. It was a brick with a camera in it, and it was the most glorious thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah, the only reason I knew you were okay is because I follow your daughter on social media.
Yeah.
So, yes. So thank you to one of the Kirsch girls.
My suggestion is, if you ever get the chance, and it's hard for people to do now, if you get the chance to disconnect like that, do it. It is so good for you.
I'm surprised you didn't even go the route of buying a camera, the throwaway kind. What are they called again?
Disposable?
Disposable. That's, yes, the camera. I'm surprised you didn't just go that route. And yes, they have them because I have them at my house.
Yeah. I mean, why bother? I mean, seriously, I didn't want to go that route because I wanted to keep my pictures and everything like that and have them when I got back. And not have to get them developed and then scan them and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, but if you ever get the chance, disconnect like that. It's so, so, so good.
I'm so proud of you and happy, but I'm also happy you're back and not becoming a fisherman or selling bait to fishermen.
No, I kind of need the money. So here's what we're going to talk about. Air travel this past Monday was horrendous, by the way. Kirsch and Emily, Classic Hit Country 103.9, The Maverick. All right. You got a story for me that I was so impressed that you said you wanted to talk about today, because every time I bring this kind of stuff up, you're like, oh, Kirsch.
Oh, this is just a Kirsch story to welcome you back.
Just go ahead and share this with us. I love the fact that you wanted to talk about this. Is totally Emily's pick.
Okay, it's more. Yes, this is how mature we're about to be. Did you know that? Yes, people fart more on planes.
Yes, I do know that, because I swear every time I sit down on a plane, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm comfortable. Well, as comfortable as I can be at 6'4.5".
You're
like,
okay.
But here we go. I'm in. I'm sitting down. Everything's good, and then all of a sudden, there it is. Here it comes wafting through.
Well, everyone does it, so I don't know why it's embarrassing to talk about or smell, I guess. I don't know. You're probably secretly judging people for that.
Farting in an enclosed space?
Yes. Sometimes you can't help it.
You know what? Okay. Let's go to Taco Bell together and ride some elevators for a while. You and me, and then you can enjoy that enclosed space. I'll make okay, go on.
Okay, no, thank you. But yes, so people fart more on planes because of the pressure in the atmosphere. And I mean, apparently it happens to you a lot more than it happens to me. That's what I'm getting at.
I fly a lot more than you do, though.
That's true, because you're in the CIA.
Right.
But yes, so just basically what I'm saying is it's normal. Don't judge people like Kirsch is.
So you're saying it's because of the pressure difference?
Yes, and it's just like, there's the buildup of your gas in the bowels and just all of that.
Good morning. How are you?
The airplane is just causing all this. This is the finest content here.
You got up this morning and you're like, all right, Kirsch and Emily, here we go. Classic Hit Country. And you hear buildup of gas in the bowels.
Just going off of the science here, okay?
Happy day.
I don't know how else to say that, okay? But I found this story very Kirsch approved and appropriate, okay?
It is.
To welcome you back. Just like I welcomed you back with your favorite song. Okay. I'm a kind person.
I flew this week coming back from vacation, and Monday, if you had a flight on Monday or somebody who you knew who was flying on Monday, it was a disaster. I have stories from friends. One of my friends, his daughter got thrown up on a flight. That's nice.
That's not nice, though.
There was definite farting on the plane back from Florida. It was good stuff. So now we know.
Just the pressure.
Emily encourages you to fart on a plane next time. She's like, we all do it. Don't be embarrassed. Just let it rip.
Just own it.
Just own it. Oh, my God. It's Kirsch and Emily, Classic Hit Country, 103.9 The Maverick. All right, so your personal email address, Emily, what does it end with? Like what.com?
Gmail.
Gmail? Okay.
I know, I don't have Hotmail, if that's what you're asking. Or AOL. I do not have AOL.
AOL. What was your original?
Gosh, I don't remember. Probably like...
Was it AOL?
I don't know if I was lucky enough to have... Oh, Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
Or wasn't that one of them?
Yeah, I think so.
RR.com. Yeah, RR.com or something.
It was Columbus.rr.com?
Yes, that was my OG.
Wow. Okay, I had one of those too. My OG, I think, was Earthlink.net, which was a cable company back in the day.
Yes, so, I was going to say I wasn't cool enough for AOL.
Yeah, so the reason I ask this, some people go to great lengths to appear younger than they are, but there's one big tell-all about your age, according to Gen Z. Professionals are using email to guess a coworker's age, not the body of the message, but their email address, assuming it's a personal account.
How can you possibly do that?
So here's the thing. One young person says that if someone has a Gmail handle with just their name, right? So bobjones@gmail.com, no additional letters or numbers. They probably claimed that address super early on, meaning they're likely to be a little over the hill, but not too old.
Way to just out Bob Jones with his email address one.
Bob, come on. But not too old, they say, if you're that. The real OG old schoolers who finally caved at some point over the past few years and got an email account, they're in the same boat as young coworkers, except instead of Gmail, their domain is earthlink.net or their cable company, which they still have.
That's so funny. Doesn't iCloud provide an email account?
You can get email accounts pretty much anywhere anymore.
Yeah. What is Ymail still a thing?
Ymail. What was Ymail?
I thought it was like Yahoo before it went to...
That's what it was, yeah.
Wasn't it? Okay. Wow. You know what's awesome about all of this, though, Kirsch?
What?
We're pretty much the OGs of when... Well, not really me, I guess. The internet was way before my time, wasn't it? It was definitely your time.
The internet was way before my time. Yeah, you know what? Like, first inklings of the internet...
When did email come out?
Early 90s. Mid 90s was when it became, like, very popular.
Okay. Thank goodness. I know I'm older than Google, so.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I know. Oh, 1971, the first email was sent.
Well, yeah, it didn't get popular, though, till, like, seriously, the 90s or so.
I guess 98. Yep, you're right. Okay, I'll give you that. So maybe. Oh, wow, I feel old.
Actually, wait a second. One of my first email addresses was at bgsu.edu.
I think you're just trying to cover for yourself right now.
It was, though. So there you go. All right, update your Gmail so you don't look old if you're applying for a job or something like that.
So Hot Stuff 23, right?
Exactly. I want to see if you remember this. Back, I'm going to say this was 90s-ish. 80s shows did this a lot, too, where your favorite sitcom would do an episode where they focused on some sort of, message that they wanted to get across.
Yes, I do remember those well.
So do any of them stick out in your head? Like you remember this show did an episode to promote, something?
Like an issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Boy Meets World was very good at that. They had very serious episodes with drinking at a young age, with abuse, all that.
90210 did a bunch of those, I remember.
Those, I swear, teach great life lessons. And I hate saying that, but it's like it really wakes your eyes up. Smart Guy, which I watched, had a great one as well. Because they take it as serious, but you're still able to enjoy it, learn from it. Does that make sense?
Let me take you back to one that was from back in my day.
Okay. Love it. Let's go down really far memory lane.
We're going to go back to when the world was still in black and white. The Golden Girls.
Yes.
I loved me some Golden Girls.
Okay.
Did you ever watch it?
No, and I'm sad. I need to because I want to know who I am. You know how you identify with a character?
Okay, if I had to pick one of the Golden Girls that you are, you're definitely not Blanche. You're not Dorothy. You're not Sophie. You might be a little... No. I feel bad saying you're Rose because she's like the airhead one, but she's just all bubbly and happy all the time.
Thank you.
I'll go with Rose because she's bubbly and happy.
Was that Betty White?
No, it's Betty White, yeah.
I'll take it.
The reason I bring this up, they did an episode on the Golden Girls, which I still say is one of the best shows that has ever aired on television. They did an episode where they had won a lottery ticket. They had a lottery ticket they won the jackpot on and a ton of money, but then donated the coat that it was in to charity. And then they ended up having to go to like the homeless shelter and spend a night there to try to get the coat back. And then it was all, focused around homelessness and all of that kind of stuff. This actually happened. There's a 76-year-old woman in Pennsylvania desperately searching for a winning lottery ticket worth $2.5 million right now. She thinks she left in the pocket of a jacket she donated to Vietnam Veterans of America. Mildred Simon Rilludo or something like her name is really long.
I hate saying this. I don't think she's going to get that jacket back.
Yeah, I know. It's with charity now, and she's never going to see that thing again. But it happened on the Golden Girls, and that's what kind of brought it up in my head.
So she's trying to be a real-life Golden Girl.
Yes, I guess so. And she's 76, doing this. So apparently... they nailed it, 30 years ago on the show or something like that.
Don't people say The Simpsons predict the future? Maybe Golden Girls is doing the same.
By the way, I am totally Dorothy. Kirsch and Emily reunited.
And it feels so good.
Classic Kid Country 103.9, The Maverick.
I don't know if that's what you were waiting for, but I had to say it.
It was a little throwback to, what was that, Peaches and Herb.
Oh, I don't know. I just always know.
Okay, listen, I have to mention, a little bit ago, I played Blake Shelton's Some Beach.
Yes.
Last time I heard that song was sitting on an island sipping a frozen adult beverage a couple days ago, and it didn't sound as good today. I'll just be honest.
I'm sorry. I feel like, are you okay?
No.
Like, are you just not in a Blake Shelton mood today?
No, I'm always in a Blake Shelton mood. It's just,
I played your favorite song this morning. We just heard Some Beach, which, come on, Kirsch.
Sitting in a radio studio listening to Some Beach versus sitting on Coco Cay on my Royal Caribbean cruise listening to Some Beach while sipping an alcoholic beverage is a completely different experience.
It's not. I have no idea what you're talking about. I can make it tropical in here if you'd like.
Okay, please do. I
can give you an adult beverage when we're off air legally.
Hit the thermostat over there. Turn that thing up to like 90. There you go. This would be great. All right, so what's going on?
So we're going to do WAGGIN Wednesday. I know, such a fun name we came up with. I do love it, though. The Union County Humane Society, we are going to spotlight 3 dogs that need adopted, and Bruce is still one of them.
Bruce has not found a home
yet. How have our listeners not adopted Bruce yet?
Go to their website. It's uchspets.org.
Yes.
And look at Bruce. I hung out with Bruce, and he's amazing. And he's been there for a year, and I can't figure out why. He's awesome.
And there's another one that after reading his little bio, I can't figure it out. Titan. He's just this lovable dog. He looks like a big powerhouse. I guess he adores kids. He had a rough start, but he's fully fine now. Belly rubs and backyard zoomies is what he needs. So we featured him on our blog as well, 1039themaverick.com/mornings. And then there's another one named Dixie who's just sweet and shy. And I want them all, honestly. But I can't have them all, so I need some others to adopt them. Like,
why can't you have them all?
Because my husband says no.
What about one?
I'm working on it. It's I literally bug him about it every single day. But for now, I need the others to come and adopt these doggies.
You're going to give in eventually, sir. So just go ahead and give in now and get Emily her dog.
I know, right? It shouldn't be that hard.
Right? He's going to crack eventually. So why not just do it now?
You know what? I need you to pitch him on why I need a dog.
I hope he's listening right now.
I do too, but who knows anymore?
I hope he is.
have a gala coming up on April 12th to support the Union County Humane Society. And for more information on that, it's on our blog, or you can go to their website, uchspets.org. Come help all the puppies and kitties too, actually.
Mrs. Kirsch is actually bugging me to go get Bruce.
I mean, I think you should. I'm just saying.
I don't know, we might. Unless somebody beats me to it. Please go get Bruce. There you go. So when people do mispronounce your name, Emily, is email the most common one that they go with? Or like, what do you get on that?
I don't know if I want to tell you anything anymore. Honestly. So
it has to be email, right?
I get no, I'm not. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not telling you.
Emil?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's okay. Kirsch and
it's
Emily,
though. For those that don't know, it's Emily. It's spelled really cool. Kirsch just likes to make fun of me.
Classic
I think he's mad
country.
I started the morning with his favorite song.
1039, the Maverick. We'll mispronounce everything this morning. Let's talk about this for a second. We just passed the 19th anniversary of the disappearance of Brian Schaffer. While I was gone, I tasked you with one thing, and it was to get Ashley Flowers on with us from Crime Junkie.
I tried.
Come on now.
I mean, to be fair, if she answers in a couple months, I'm still going to say we put her on because this case is very relevant.
I think
I also get excited because I get to talk about true crime with you, which is never a thing.
Okay, so lead me down the path. Let's talk.
Okay, so Brian Schaffer went missing about 19 years ago. Wow, that's insane. And no one knows what happened to him. Either he was killed or he ran away. Some people think he was a victim of a serial killer. There's a lot of weird stuff around this case, okay? Which you know too.
The story, I'm sure you remember, he was on his way to becoming a doctor. He had a girlfriend he was about to jet off to Florida with on vacation, I think for spring break.
Yes.
His mother had just passed away from cancer. And a lot of friends said that he was trying to cope from that. He went to the Ugly Tuna Saloona down in the South Campus Gateway for dinner. Not for dinner, out for some drinks with friends. And then after
disappeared.
That, gone.
So there's a lot of theories out there, which we are curious about yours. Text us at 991039. We all have one about this case. There's theories that he was in the wall of Ugly Tuna, right? But they debunked that because they tore down Ugly Tuna, didn't they?
Well, they didn't tear the building down. It's something else now.
Yes. There's a theory that he was murdered and put in the cases from the band, right? Where you put the equipment in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't heard that one. I mean, that would be a big surprise if you were the drummer and you thought your bass drum was in there and all of a sudden there's a dude. I think we'd know if that was real.
My theory is he just ran away and started a new life. So, I honestly think he did escape in that equipment though. But that's just my theory because he was very stressed and overwhelmed. He had a lot going on. And I think he just wanted it to start over. That's my theory. And I'm sticking to it.
What makes you think that's it?
Well, it's weird they didn't find anything. Like nothing on this case at all. Nothing at the airport, anything. I truly think he's smart. He was in medical school, but I think he just wanted a new chapter.
So how do you do that though? Like if you want to just disappear, how do you go about it?
I'm sure people know how if they really look into it, but that's my theory. I don't think he was murdered, honestly. I don't think he wandered off or anything. I think he maybe wandered off to another country and just started a new chapter.
Okay.
And I know you think I'm crazy for saying that, but I do.
I'm just thinking in 19 years, if I decided I was going to go somewhere and just disappear, okay, I'm going to go off the grid, I'm going to move to Wyoming somewhere where there's like 9 people in the entire state. Somebody's going to come across me. They're going to be like, wait a second, you're that dude.
Okay, but I also I think it was a different country and a lot of people probably you can change your looks.
If I went to a different country, they would be like, wait a second, you're that dude, man.
I mean, there was no social media back then, right? So there's only the news.
Social media back then. This
19
wasn't
years
19.
Ago?
Yeah, 19 years ago. This didn't happen in 1952.
Nothing circulated like this. Okay, nothing circulated like it does now. And in 2020, someone thought a homeless man in Mexico or something like that was him, but it wasn't. I don't know. I personally think he just started over. That's my opinion. I think the whole thing is there's a lot of weird things. I just feel like if murder was one of them, something would have shown up.
All right. Text us, 991039.
Kirsch thinks I'm crazy. It's fine.
I don't think you're crazy. I mean, look, if you have your
looking at me
theory,
like I'm crazy.
if you have your theory on this, I think if he was disappeared somewhere and, just went to start a new life, he's going to pop up. Somebody's going to find him.
Well, not if unless you're really good at it. Clearly, you don't watch the show Blacklist, which is based on true events. I'm convinced.
I tried to watch Blacklist, but my life is too crazy, and I got like 9 episodes in, and I had to give up.
I think if you really wanted to start over, you could.
Because of the Blacklist.
Well, I just think
that's your basis for your argument.
No, I've always thought that before I saw that show.
Be like, yeah, here's my story. This is where I think Brian Schaffer is based on Blacklist. Okay, sounds great. Clint Black is on the way. Martina McBride and Keith Urban coming up. Oh, I know you missed me. Kirsch and Emily, Classic Hit Country 103.9, The Maverick, on April 2nd. Oh, it's my sister's birthday. I need to text her. Happy birthday, Sister Kirsch.
It's so funny when things hit you and you're like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Did you play any April Fool's jokes yesterday on anyone?
No, but you know what I really wanted to do?
What's that?
I really wanted to save all of my Amazon boxes and put them on my porch for my husband to come home to.
That would be actually pretty good. He'd be like, what have you done?
Yeah, I know he would have flipped. But I didn't know where to store the boxes to hide them. And also, like, tearing them down, putting them back together, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. So, you know, the one thing that I miss being on vacation, every April Fool's Day, every April 1st, down the hall on our sister station, 99.7 The Blitz, I always do, I always change the format when I go on there, because it's hard rock, you know? Playing Metallica and all that kind of stuff. And I go on and turn it to a soft rock station every year when I go on there at 10 o'clock. And I didn't get to do it this year.
Oh, I'm so sad for you. There's always next year.
There's always next year.
I did petition for John Boy to change the name of the station. Not station, sorry, our show. To just the Emily Show with special guest Kirsch. But that would have taken a lot of work, I guess.
Wow.
Or he just likes you more than me, which is probably that one.
No, it's not. So let's give some things to look forward to in April. It is a good month for sports. March Madness continues with the Final Four this weekend. My bracket looks really good right now.
Good for you. I'm so proud of you.
The women's national championship game is Sunday. The men's final is on Monday. MLB season is in full swing.
Best season of the year. Oh my gosh, you're going to love this. This is what you missed.
The Royals got swept? Is that what I missed?
I know. We don't talk about that. So I got asked why I love baseball. It shocks someone, right? And I was like, because it's easy to understand. There's 3 strikes, you're out. And that's it. You know, kind of 3 outs, your next team's up. And they were shocked. They were like, football's not that hard. I'm like,
it's not that hard.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
The Mickey Mouse Thriller Screamboat opens tomorrow in theaters. Are you going to go see that one?
No, I'm not. I'm going to pass on that one. Thank you.
That's going to be creepy and weird. On TV, The Handmaid's Tale returns for its final season next Tuesday. 6 new episodes of Black Mirror hit Netflix next Thursday. The Last of Us returns on the 13th, and the Star Wars spinoff Andor is back on the 22nd.
A lot of TV going on that I will not watch.
Holidays, we've got Passover on the 12th, Good Friday on the 18th, Easter on the 20th, and buy extra candy because it's on 4/20 this year.
It is, yes. Be prepared, people.
Some people are going to have gummies in their Easter basket this year. It's going to be a little lit on Easter, I guess, on 4/20.
Such a nice way to put that.
Classic Hit Country 103.9, The Maverick with Kirsch and Emily. How are you this morning? Everything all good over there? Happy to have your best BFF back?
I am. In fact, I actually am getting us BFF shirts made. Are you so excited?
I'm not wearing that.
Why not? Do you want me to make you a friendship bracelet instead?
No.
Why?
No. I did get a new bracelet, by the way. Do you see that?
Yeah, I'm going to make you one that says Kirsch, and mine will say Emily BFFs.
My girls bought me that on vacation. Yeah, glad to be back. Tan, relaxed, and feeling good. You know what I did on vacation? This was the greatest thing. And if you've never done this, I highly suggest you do. I'm not going to tell you where to go on vacation or what kind of vacation to take.
But I'm going to tell you.
No, I'm going to tell you something to do on vacation. So while I was out, we did a Kirsch family cruise. We went over to the Bahamas. We were on this massive Royal Caribbean ship and had a blast the entire time. So
played with some pigs.
We swam with pigs in the Bahamas.
I'm going to frame that picture for the studio, by the way. I hope you know that.
It was incredible.
You're so happy. You look like a child who just opened up their Christmas gift. It's adorable.
It was top 5 most fun things I've ever done in my life, swimming with pigs in the Bahamas. Now, that being said, when you get on, it was our first cruise as a family, right? Mm-hmm. And when you get on, they're like, hey, we've got the Wi-Fi package. It's this much, you can add devices or whatever when you buy it. And Mrs. Kirsch was pulling it up. She's like, oh, I'm going to get the girls' Wi-Fi because they want to keep in touch with their friends and whatever. Okay, that's fine. She's like, do you want me to add you on? I said, no, don't put my phone on Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. And when you're in the middle of the ocean, there's no cell phone service. There's no Wi-Fi. So my phone was basically a camera, and that's it. I couldn't do anything with it.
And how many texts did you come back to?
Really not that many. I was kind of surprised. But it was glorious because there were no notifications popping up. There was, my phone was a camera. I had no connectivity to the world. I had nobody texting me asking for stuff. It was the best metal break that I've ever taken.
I'm so jealous simply for the fact that your feed was not compiled of Morgan Wallen walking off SNL.
Well, when I got home, it was. When I got back to the U.S.
But in real time, it was not. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm jealous, but no, I think that's a great life hack to do.
Honestly,
just turn the phone.
It was life changing. I got back and I was just like, you know what? I feel so relaxed. My brain feels like it doesn't hurt anymore because it's not constantly just being bombarded with stuff.
I have a friend who does that, but they put their phone on airplane mode during vacation just to use it as a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing comes through.
It was incredible. Yeah. Please do that for yourself sometime because it was...
I know you're a lot nicer now, so it must have worked.
I was crabby before.